Welcome back to another doll diary video. Now I've got some more unboxings to do, and one of the unboxings is Barbie, and she is basically brand new, and it's the first time I've seen her in the shop. Well, I didn't officially see her in the shop. It was on a toy website, and this is a doll I'd been looking for, and I just kept on checking, and it's the first time I saw this doll, and I haven't seen anyone do an unboxing or anything yet, so I'm going to be unboxing that one. And I've had something Harry Potter come that's going to be suitable for the dolls, and then are just other things I've got doll related to talk about and show you. And at the end, I'll probably do a little video of what my little shelf looks like at the moment, my doll shelf, because since I've probably showed anybody, it's changed quite a lot. I haven't got the tent up there now. I've kind of got a little bit of a Harry Potter corner, and then it's kind of amalgamates into like Barbie, but it's not how it's staying. It's not the fashion studio kind of style thing, but yeah, I've got a lot of moving around to do, and I'm going to be putting some lights up actually inside some of my Kallax boxes. And make some in the ones that I can spare, basically, because I use these for craft purposes, because you know, if you watch my other series of videos, I'm a sewer and knitter and crocheter and many other crafts, paper craft, you know, you name it, you know, I've done it, right? So this is my craft room. So yeah, I have a lot of things to store, and actually my yarn is in my wardrobe and in the loft and things. I can't even keep knitting things in here really. Well, there's a few bits, but not many. So yes, you know, I've having to be, you know, maybe I'll have to get rid of a few things or just shift things around. And yeah, and I could have some little dioramas in some of the Kallax boxes, which this is, when I say Kallax, this is what I mean. I think this one actually isn't called Kallax. It is Ikea. I think that one's called Kallax. I think it was called Exhibit or something, and then they changed them to Kallax, and they're a lot thinner now. And look, see that how this one is discoloured and that one looks a bit whiter. It is the same kind of thing. The boxes are the same size, but the sides are thinner. So yeah, so they change them, and I've got a thinner one on top of here as well. So yeah, if you wonder what I've got behind me, this is a huge one. It's a 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's a 4 by 4. I think there is a 4 by 5 as well, or a 5 by 5. So but anyway, let's get on to some unboxings. And I have ordered like you know, I've won some secondhand ones on eBay and things, so I've done quite well. So yeah, I'll show you those as well. So excuse me, I'm just gonna have a sip of my drink, and I might get disturbed because my husband is having a tool delivered, so I might have to stop the video and rush to the door any moment. So if it goes a bit strange, you'll know why. Now, if you watch my last doll diary video, you'll have seen that I showed you a mug. Well, I've managed to empty my mug. This bracelet is still hanging off the side of it, but I could actually wash it and use it now. So that's what obviously want. I say I've emptied it. I've not emptied it. There's still things in it, but it looks empty, doesn't it? So yes, I'm nearly at the stage I can drink from it, and the reason I'm closer to that stage is because I've got a new pencil case. And can you guess? I just need a Harry Potter one now as well, don't I? So basically, those stationery sets with the Barbie pens and things and diaries, all the pens I've put inside here, but it's a really generous size pencil case. And I got this from the Entertainer toy shop in my local town, and it's got a mesh zip pocket inside. Actually, there's something I've got to get that I want to show you as well. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've got my mini in with me today, and I thought it'd be a good idea because the way I've done my hair today, I haven't really done much with it, and I've just put basically a twist at the front, and obviously this is one of my minis, and she's got the same hairstyle, hasn't she? The twist at the front. And she's a dark-eyed doll. I'm not going to go into it, but she's one of my minis. And she's wearing a white t-shirt and little denim shorts, and twinning is winning. So, but mine are frayed at the bottom, so they're not exactly the same. Now, I have shown you some magazine files. Well, a magazine file that I store the dolls in. They're in a nice blush or light pink kind of colour, and I've got 3 of them. But I wanted some more. Now, I don't know how this happened. I didn't go look. I had planned on getting some more, but this came up to me. I don't know if it was an email or something, but it was the range, and they'd got basically 4 left. I don't know if it's all over the country or at my local one, but there was 4 left, and I ordered them. And they're basically Barbie magazine files. Now, I've measured them, like the dimensions, what they go. I haven't got them out yet, but they're not as wide or as tall as my paper chase ones. I'm not sure about the depth. I'm guessing the depth will be similar because I'll be to fit a magazine. But on this side, it's got this very small print saying Barbie, yay all day. It says Barbie on the spine with the logo, and on the back, yay all day, Barbie. So I haven't got them out the plastic yet, but those are going to be really useful. I'll stop rattling it. Those are going to be really useful in this room for storing things. Yeah, and the dolls will stand up nicely in them. But the ones I use at the moment, you can't see the dolls when they're in them. But these ones, I think their heads will poke out the top of them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those out and putting them into good use. So, did I tell you what I was going to do with these things? I'm going to put lights. Did I mention that? I can't remember if I ended up telling you. I'm going to put lights inside some of these Kallax things to light them up. See, I can do like little scenes and things, so you can actually see what's going on. You might notice this one's getting a bit bare because I have been taking things out of it. Oh, and actually, I've put the pencil case down, and it's just reminded me. I've put it down that way. That's what it looks like on the other side. I have taken photographs of this. Maybe I'll put them on the screen. The pens that came with it are for actually colouring in the back of it. Let me grab one. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll forward it because you can't see. I'll colour something in. Right, I've used the pink pen, and it has Barbie on it, look. And I've just coloured in the B on the back. And it came out a bit purple actually, but it is still wet. But it's a lovely finish. You know, once it's coloured in, as long as you stayed inside the lines, then it would look like it was supposed to be that. I can see that the pen has bled a little bit. It won't matter because that's where I need to colour in as well. So the lines would need to be thick. So I think you'd have to be very mindful if you're colouring in something that's very thin. It might bleed into it. But yeah, I'll let you know how I get on with it. And actually, do you know those stationery sets that I've been showing you? They've come with some paper in them that have been really colourful. And I thought they'd be really good for doll photography, for backdrops. Like, you could use them for craft purposes, but these are a couple of them that have come inside, and they'd make some great backgrounds, wouldn't they? Now, I must admit, I think a part of all this what I do, I really like photography. I like the photography side of things. I really enjoy setting things up and taking photographs. So yeah, so that's another hobby, obviously, I enjoy doing without even realising. So what shall I open first? Shall we open the Harry Potter? That would be fun, wouldn't it? I was going to say, I haven't got any Harry Potter dolls to hand. I can see Hermione in a ball gown, but she looks like, you know, she's holding her invitation. And Voldemort is here as well. So yes, I don't know if I'll put them with the dolls while I'm sitting here, but maybe I'll include it in this video. Well, getting into that, I can see I've damaged the box. I've pierced a hole in one of them, but never mind. I think it'll be okay. Ta-da! Now, one is a Harry Potter symbol, which is rather large, and the others, they're actually Harry Potter books, and they're actually hanging decorations, and they're actually called Hallmark ornaments, Hallmark ornaments, Harry Potter, Hogwarts crest. I'm just thinking, I'd like to photograph these in their boxes. So what I'll do is I won't get these out now, but what the plan is, I'm going to give these books to the dolls. I think there is a hanging ribbon and things on the top, but I'm going to see if I can remove them. If I can't, I'll use them to hang somewhere, but I might even leave this as a hanging decoration. But I thought it would make a good thing in my doll scenes, having the Harry Potter with the Hogwarts basically symbol in the background. I thought that would be a really nice added thing for photo opportunity and just for display opportunities for my little Harry Potter corner thing I've got going on. Oh, actually, my Minnie, if you wonder what she's sitting on this, and it's one of the things that came with a play set that my friend Sharon got me from America. It's not something I could get over in this country. It is Barbie, and it's the Big City, Big Dreams play set. I think there's actually a part of it's there. There's a bed there, because it came with 2 beds, a settee, which one of the beds is here, and the settee is here, and a few other bits of TV and things. But I'll show you those. I think I might have shown you in one of my previous videos a screen, like a, it's the door. I'm sorry about that, but got hair. Right, I'll photograph these, so I'll put those photographs on the screen because you might be able to see them better. And yeah, I've got them here, so I'm going to get them out. It gave me the perfect opportunity, didn't it, as I'd stopped filming. Right, there we go. Now, I will take some photographs of these when I finish this video, so maybe they will pop up on the screen. But it's great, isn't it? It's quite heavy. And that's how thick it is, look. But yeah, it's nice, isn't it? This is so exciting. Can you see it says Harry Potter? Now what I'll do is I'll take a photograph of this and I'll pop it in this video, and then I can have a look at it, so you can look at it and I can look at it. Now it feels like it's got pages, but it isn't. It's like a ceramic kind of thing. I did think, are they like real tiny books? But I don't think they are. There's a wand sticking through the middle of the one book, and the book on the top, it says Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and then the other books are Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and Harry Potter the Prisoner of Azkaban. Now actually it says Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Well, it's not called that in the UK. It's called the Philosopher's Stone, but I think that's what the book is actually called in America, the Sorcerer's Stone. So not the Philosopher's Stone. So yeah, so that's the difference. But it's fab, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to see if I can get this out the top. It might be a screwing thing, I don't know. I know I'll risk damaging it, but, or I could cut it off. I'm going to try twisting it. I've got the trusty pliers, so I'm going to attempt turning it anti-clockwise, because normally to tighten something it's clockwise, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's coming out. I was tempted just to snip it off, but I suppose this way I could reattach it. So I'm just holding on to it, and I'm just twisting. The ribbon is getting in the way a little bit. There we go. And it's left a little bit of damage. I probably shouldn't have wiped it because it's kind of wiped a little bit of the book off, look. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Right, let me get a doll. Here we go. Voldemort. Shall we give Voldemort some light reading to do? There you go, Voldemort. You know, do something useful with your time, why don't you? Go do some reading. Stop casting all those bad spells and killing people and things. It's not on really, is it? Oh, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? So yeah, so Voldemort, you go off and do... Oh, it didn't break. Look, you go and do some light reading down here. Oh, I've really enjoyed opening those. It's so much fun. I really enjoy getting those set up in my little corner. Now, I'm going to show you a doll that I bought secondhand on eBay. Now, this doll, she's a character from... Well, basically, she was a vintage doll. This doll isn't vintage. She's old, but not that old. There's a character or a Barbie doll called Midge, and she's a red-haired girl. Now, Barbie have been making Midge for a very long time. She's a, you know, a retro vintage, whatever you want to call her. But then Midge came to life in a TV series called Life in the Dream House. Now, but the Barbie in Life in the Dream House is... the character is different to the modern Barbie. This is like the modern kind of Barbie. She's more like, in the TV series and things, she's like a real person living life. But Barbie, the TV series, which was before this, was called Life in the Dream House. And they know their dolls living in a dollhouse. And things are sometimes not to scale. It's a bit more comedy, but there's more serious topics, I think, in this kind of modern Barbie. But yeah, it's a bit more like the Barbie in Toy Story kind of Barbie in the Life in the Dream House Barbie, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it can be a bit confusing because there's Barbie Dream House Adventures, which is this Barbie, and Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures Go Team Roberts, and then the current movies and things. But then you've got Life in the Dream House, which is older. So I hope you understand. Maybe I'll have put some little photographs up while I'm talking, so it's a bit... sometimes visually it helps, doesn't it? So, well, this Midge... it is basically from Life in the Dream House. Now, Midge isn't in any of the current series, so there's no doll for Midge, but this is probably the last Midge doll they kind of made. However, there are some retro dolls that have come out, and one of them does look a bit like Midge. She's like an 80s inspired, and she has got a Midge look about her. Well, anyway, I really wanted Midge, but because she's an old kind of doll, sometimes you're going to pay a bit more for them because you can't buy them anymore. Well, I saw this second-hand Midge and she wasn't expensive. I've paid under £20 for her, but she wasn't in her original outfit, but she was in official Barbie clothes. Now, this official Barbie dress I absolutely love. I've actually put it on this mini. Maybe in the past, maybe I'll put a photograph of her wearing it. I think I've got one of her sitting cross-legged doing some Harry Potter knitting, some Gryffindor knitting, and in front of a tent. So, but it's quite an iconic outfit for modern day Barbie. Like, she wears this in the Big City Big Dreams, but in the Dream House Adventures she wears this denim dress quite a bit in it as well. And so I kind of wanted to give it back to Barbie, and I've actually have given it back to Barbie for a reason, because I knew I was getting another dress, you see. And I've actually taken some photographs of Barbie with Ken, with Camping Ken, and I've posted those on my social media, so I'll pop those up on the screen So I've unboxed Camping Ken, and then I've put him with Barbie. I'm saying Ken has finally got his dream, because basically he struggles to spend time with Barbie when she goes off to Brooklyn, you see. Well, anyway, this Midge in this eBay advert was wearing that denim dress, so I thought, oh, that's fabulous, because I'll be able to give the denim dress back to Barbie. And I've actually put it on a yoga Barbie, the yoga Barbie that was wearing the flowery trousers. I've put it on that one so she's got more articulation, so I didn't put it back on the original doll that it came off. And now I've got Midge. Right, so Midge is here in that dress, which I'm going to have to redress Midge, because my Minnie wants this dress, you see, because I own a dress like this with a belt like this, so you know, twinning is winning and everything, so this has got to go in my Minnie's wardrobe. But here is Midge, and isn't she lovely? Now, this is the first Barbie doll I've had that's got actual real eyelashes. Look at those. I don't know how well you can see them, but they're absolutely beautiful. She's got a lovely face. I think, Rowan, you'd appreciate this topic, because you're into, you know, like retro and vintage and things. Like, you could call her, I don't think she's old enough to even be called retro, let alone vintage, but you can get, like, Midges back in the 1960s. But obviously in the UK we had Cindy here more than Barbie, because Barbie's American and Cindy, so yeah, a lot of people had Cindy, and I did have Barbies, but again I had Cindy's as well. But I'm yet to sort out a lot of my dolls, because they're in the loft somewhere. I have tried to find them, because what it is, my mum and dad brought over a lot of my childhood memories when my boys were very small, and in all honesty I had a lot on my plate. I had 3 boys very close in age, and I had a lot to deal with, and then, you know, kind of having all my childhood things landing on me at that time kind of pushed me over the edge, and they just kind of got put in the loft. And then we've had the roof redone since, and my husband moved everything around, so I have looked up there and I just can't find them, which is unfortunate. But I know I've got like furniture and things up there, and yeah, so I'll have to have another look. But anyway, Midge. So Rowan, you can get old, you know, Midges from back in the day, but this is probably the most current Midge really that there is. But still, she's a bit older than, you know, these dolls that you've been seeing lately. But yeah, she's lovely. I would like the Barbie version from the Life in the Dream House Barbie as well. That would be nice to have with Midge, so it'd be a nice one to add to my collection. But I hope you've liked seeing her. She hasn't got made to move body, but she's got bendable elbows, and she's got bendable knees, and a bit of movement on the hip, but not to the same made to move standard. But saying that, she's more flexible than some of the other ones that are not quite made to move. You know, the current ones I've been showing you, when I tell you that they've got articulation but they're not quite made to move. I think she feels a bit, you know, a bit more flexible actually. Let's see if she can put a hand on her ears. Sort of, it stands out a little bit. It doesn't want to stay there. I have to tilt her head. Yeah, she can. Could she put a hand over her mouth? Not really. No, not. So it's, you know what I'm saying, she could hold things quite nicely. And look at these boots. I don't know if, I've not got those boots. I don't know if there is a original for Midge at all. I'm not quite sure. Oh, and actually, her ring is missing. So I've got 2 dolls now that are second hand, and I've got no ring for them. But she has got her earrings. But I've had a look at the Midges online to see what this doll would have been wearing. And I recognise a doll with her earrings, but I don't think it is that doll because the articulation is different. So whether this doll's earrings have been swapped at some point, I don't know, but yeah, the articulation, as I say, is different. So right, let's pop Midge. Now the other doll I've got that's second hand that I said that's a bit like this Midge, probably not, maybe not quite as old, maybe she is as old, I don't know, but sorry, I'm always talking to myself. Her arm is coming out a little bit and I've tried to push it back in and it kind of bends. So I keep meaning to show you, but then I've never got enough time. Hang on, I'll try and see if I can find her. So here she is. I can't remember if you've seen her before, but if you have, you may remember that my mum got her from a second-hand shop. Well, if you're in America, you call it thrift store, don't you? You've thrifted it. We call it a second-hand shop, if you wonder why I keep calling it that. But it's what I'm finding now with the internet and everything, a lot of people in this country are starting to use American terms more and more. So my youngest son and I, we were kind of doing a bit of research and a debate, because do you know the thing that you all climb into in a department store, you climb into it and the doors close and then you all go up, about you can have 10 or 15 people in it. We call that a lift in England, but in America they call it an elevator. So my youngest one ever will say we call it a lift in England, and then he starts going, oh, yeah, he gets a bit shirty over it. So he tried to argue that Americans made them, so they should be called an elevator. But I think what it is, the American guy that named it an elevator, he made a sort of elevator, I think a powered one, but actually they were around in other, I think they were Roman or something. They were made in England, but they were powered differently. So yeah, it's a bit of a grey area really. But yeah, I was willing to start accepting, we'll call it an elevator to him, you know. I'm not like, oh, the British is the only way or anything, you know. If Americans invented it and named it, I'm happy to call it the American way, I don't mind. Anyway, how have I got on this? Right, so this girl, now she might be a doll around a similar time, but she might have been a lower budget doll. What's the date? 1998, this doll. What's Midge got on her? Oh, 2013. Well, the advert actually said this was a second wave, so this doll's newer. So this doll is older, but she doesn't have the eyelashes and things. And she has, like, you know, the basic not basic articulation. She's got good articulation, but she's not made to move. And she's got the kind of feet that doesn't really suit these flat shoes that she's wearing, in all honesty. If she stood up, she'd be like this. Yeah, falling backwards like that. So I'll show you her arm. I'll have to get her trousers off and everything. This outfit was off a Gymnast Barbie, but that's the Barbie I used for Barbie's mum. So this is the outfit. I probably should photograph that doll actually, back in all her gym gear. Sorry, doll nudity. Look at her arm. So she's got no ring and her arm's hanging out. So I don't know whether to try and get the pliers. I don't know whether to try and push it in with the pliers, because I've been trying to push the arm and it just feels like it's going to break. I'm trying to stuff it in. It doesn't want to go in, even with the pliers. Right, it won't go in. Shall we try pulling it out and then see what we're dealing with? Done it. This is what her arm is looking like inside. It's got that circle bit there. And that's what it's like. So I don't know why it wouldn't go back in, because I don't really know what the arm looks like inside. I might struggle to get this back in anyway. What I'm thinking of doing, would she be able to move? I suppose what it is, she's probably attached higher up. I'm trying to prise her arm open to see what it looks like inside. I'm going to come back. Right, I'm so sorry for running off like that. Now, I went to get some more tools and the help of my husband. So I'll pop a photograph of the screen. I've got like a non-stick mat, and these are all the things I was using. And we managed to basically prise her arm open. Like, it's not perfect, right, but we managed to get it back in, and there's actually a little like area where it needs to fit into, but then obviously we'd opened the arm up so much we needed to glue it, and then we've glued it right, but the glue must have seeped inside, so now her arm, doll nudity, are you okay with doll nudity? Her arm is stuck like this. Basically, she can have her arm up and down, but it doesn't want to come right now, like this, look. It's literally stuck in this position. So I said to my husband, this is going to have to be a bit of a joke now. Basically, she's going to have to wear a really posh frock, no gym wear, and she's going to have a handbag, and you know, coming over and she's holding a handbag like that. What do you think? So yes, well, she does look better, but obviously now, she's limited now to this stance, isn't she, which is a shame, but never mind. Sorry, Mum, you know, this is the one, but you know, she was damaged when she arrived, and she does look a bit dirty on her face. I have styled her hair, and yeah, I just need to give her a bit of a clean on her face, I think. But yeah, she's probably, other than the dolls that are in my loft that were my own, she's the oldest Barbie I've got. And now this is what she likes. Oh, hang on, there's somebody at the door. I shouldn't have bothered starting this video, should I? Honestly, stop and start. It was actually something exciting. It was something I'd ordered, Barbie related, on the Amazon Prime Day. They were doing some knockdown deals, and it's going to be good for storage and things, and to do my fashion studio thing. So yeah, that's all good. So, right, what we're going to do now. So we've got Barbie. We've shown Midge. What else are we doing? Unboxing that Barbie. We've done Harry Potter, haven't we? And this is the one. This is... Now, I had lots of messages after I showed my meditation Barbies. I got two of them. Do you remember if you've watched my videos? Now, I'll try and leave a link to the video if I can remember which video it was, where I'd had a meditation Barbie and I'd watched an unboxing on YouTube, and their one spoke and my one didn't. Sorry, Midge. Midge is going flying here. Yeah, my meditation Barbie didn't speak, but the YouTuber I watched, I think it was My Froggy Stuff, hers spoke, and I was a bit annoyed about it. But then they had different product codes, and they're about £5 difference in price. But I managed to get it, but they look the same. But I showed you all the differences in the video, and the product code differences and things. Well, anyway, people were really interested. I have had somebody say, I don't know if it was my last video, I don't like that Barbie. So I can't remember who that was. Very sorry about that. I'm sure, it was my Stitch Diaries. Yeah, somebody watched my last Stitch Diary video, said, sorry, I don't like that Barbie. But never mind, I'm sorry about that. We can't all like everything. But there were lots of people that did like Meditation Barbie. But this is a brand new one. Now, I'll pop some photographs up on the screen for you to see, because I have photographed it, but I've not unboxed it. Now, on the back, this one says it's got day mode and night mode, where this one, it just had a moon on there, didn't it? But this one has got 2 buttons. She's got a different outfit on, because this one, it had a cloud themed outfit, and it had long legs, and this one has got shorts on, and the tops look very similar but obviously a different pattern. This has got a cloud with a face, raindrops and a rainbow. This one, it's like an ombre effect with pink and purple with little stars and moons, and there's a sun and a moon like amalgamated together with a rainbow going over the top. Now it says there's 6 guided meditations. Now the one that spoke out of these said there was 5 guided meditations, and it came with a little dog with different emojis to go on the top. This comes with a little dog as well. It's different. It's got a sun, a cloud and a moon, and it says I feel, so you choose which one. And it says it's got soothing lights and sounds, and it says rise and relax, Barbie self-care. Now I haven't seen any unboxings of this on YouTube, so I don't have a clue really. And this one's got an eye mask that you probably can see on the top. So yeah, so I'm going to get the doll out and then I'll start filming again. Actually, you can press the doll through the box on the front, but the thing is, once you take the battery strip out, it will come out.
Open up your arms and shine as bright as the sun. Lie down and picture yourself on a soft, fluffy cloud.
So I pressed the sun once and the moon once, but obviously once you take it out, it will do different things. Right, she's out of the box. Now, I don't know, I've gone to remove the plastic from the back, but I can't actually find it. And there's instructions here. So it shows there's 2 different variations of this doll. Apparently there's a tab that you've got to remove out the back before you play with it. Well, oh, I can't see the tab. It seems to be missing, so let's have a look. And I could do with the pliers. I've left the pliers in there. She's got plastic in the back of her head. So basically, you press the buttons, and if you want to stop it at any point, you can just press and hold it. So I will, shall I do a different style of video? No, I'll do it with me sitting here. So I'm going to press the sun.
Today is a brand new day. Let's start it off with positive energy. Repeat after me. I am brave. I am creative. And I am loved just the way I am.
Right.
How are you feeling? Let's take a little break. Close your eyes and imagine the warm sun above. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out.
I feel like it's going along with this.
And out. Time to recharge. Plant your feet on the ground. Stand up and stretch. Reach your fingers to the sky as high as you can and touch the clouds. Now, open up your arms and shine as bright as the sun. Today is a brand new day. Let's start it off with positive energy. Repeat after me. I am brave. I am creative.
I think we've had that one.
And how are you?
So I think we've had that one. So we'll start the moon.
Lie down and picture yourself on a soft, fluffy cloud. Feel your tummy rise and fall gently. Now, let's breathe in. And out. Feel yourself drifting away on your little cloud. stars and planets all around you. Let's count down the stars together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes. Imagine you're a star resting in the twinkling night sky. Relax your body and feel yourself floating through the beautiful lights. Calm, comfortable, peaceful. Let your worries fly away.
I'll try another one.
Lie down and picture yourself. Imagine the moon.
There we go. That's good. I wonder if these ones actually will go off if you press and hold them. I've never tried that actually. So here is the little pet that comes with it. And these are the little emojis that you can put in the top with the weather on. So yeah, so it's a lovely addition, isn't it, to the meditation set, isn't it? So anyway, I'm going to do some video editing now, and then I'll see how much I've got, and then I'll see how I'm going to end this video and see if I can show you anything else. So yeah, so bear with me. Welcome back to the final part of my video. It is actually the next day, so yeah, I've come back to do the final bit of filming because I didn't get the editing done till the end of the day. So I'd got about 40 minutes, I think, once I'd squished it all together and things. So if all has gone well and good, you'll have just seen a little tiny video of my doll shelf basically in my craft room, the thing that I kind of leave as a display thing all the time. And it's not like how it's staying. I've just basically, it looked like a garden before, didn't it? And there was the tent that I'd made, the Mandy Shaw one, there's the grass and things, and there was like an outdoor background. Well, I've taken all that out actually, and I never told you how I made that background, and I'll just grab it. Oh, and the sewers that watch me, you might recognise this dress. This is a dress that I made. It's the Coco by Tilly and the Buttons, and yeah, and you've obviously seen it before. I'll just grab the background. It's really warm today actually. When I got up it was like 22 degrees. What is it now? It's 27 degrees now. It's getting hotter. This was the background I was using on that shelf, and I made this. And how I made it, right? Well, what happened is, look, it's Amazon packaging. That's why I end up keeping all this packaging, because I craft with it. Now, what happened is, I found a picture on Pinterest that I like to garden, and I put it in Procreate on. It's like an app on my on my iPad, and I just made sure it was A4. I printed it out, quite liked it. Then I decided to do a mirror image. I thought, oh, I could mirror image that. So I did a mirror image and I put two together. But that's what I kept doing. I kept on doing mirror images. So I know as a big, massive piece, it looks a bit crazy. But But I only was photographing just one piece at a time, so it was just that it all kind of went together okay. And actually there's gardens like this in England where you do get little pathways going all over the place, and I think this looks very Italian, doesn't it? Like an Italian garden with these little pointed trees going up as well. So yeah, that's what I was using basically. And it's, how long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A4 sheets long basically, and I just basically glued it together, and I overlapped card bits and things to stick it together. So yeah, but I've got that to keep if I need it for anything. But I found it made my photographs look a little bit busy actually. Yeah, I didn't particularly like how the photographs came out, but it was good. It was better than just seeing any old background, because I was trying to do a garden scene, and we know my experience of actually taking the dolls in the garden for photographing. It doesn't all go all that well, does it? If you've seen one of my previous videos of how that went when I tried to do the gold Glastonbury with the cats getting involved, it was a little crazy. So now you might be able to spot something looks different here. Hang on, since yesterday. Ta-da! Now I've got these battery lights that you stick on, and I don't know how well you can see this. What I'll do is, I don't think you can see this all that well from there, but I'll do a photograph of it or a video, and I'll put it into this video so you can see it as well. And what it is, I've just rearranged this a little bit. I've put in a background which is from that play set I was telling you about, the one that Sharon got for me from America. It's a Big City Big Dreams play set where you get 2 beds, a settee and a TV and things, and you get this background. But I've put the sewing machine in there with Rafa, because Rafa he's a sewer and things in the movie Big City Big Dreams and It Takes Two. Sorry if all that chat about the movies early on in this video was a bit confusing. I was watching it back and editing it. I thought, I hope people understand what I'm going on about. But yeah, obviously with different TV series, Barbie changes, so yeah, and even her personality changes, so that's what I was trying to get across. And obviously Midge is from another time, so Midge is sitting here, but she was from another TV series. But do you remember me saying in this video that I'd really like the Barbie that goes with this Midge? And I had a look on eBay and I saw one, and then I missed out on it. The auction came to an end and nobody bought it. So actually the seller put it on again, and I made an offer. They'd actually dropped the price £1, but I actually offered them what they were asking before. But I rounded up to the nearest pound as well, and they accepted it. So yes, I'm getting the Barbie that is from Life in the Dream House, which is the same as Midge. And what's really nice is she's going to come with 2 outfits, 2 pairs of shoes, 2 bags. And I was thinking, this Barbie with her little hand stuck, she's going to get an official Barbie dress, I think. I think I might give it to her. Honestly, I've thought about this when I got up this morning. It's really given me a giggle, this Barbie stuck with a hand like that. So, well, there's something else I'd like to show you. I'm going to show you, oh, actually, I got those little bits out for the meditation Barbie. What was she called? She's called Rise and Relax Barbie Self-Care. That one I was showing you yesterday. Well, she's the Barbie I've actually put in here. She's sitting there cross-legged with her eye mask round here. And this is the dog. And I've taken the little bits out now. So you can say I'm in a sunny, happy mood. Maybe don't bother me, it's night time. The moon has got a sad face actually. And the cloud has got a sad face. Now they are different to the ones that came with the other meditation Barbies, and but I haven't got those to hand. But yeah, they're in a little box that I need to get out. But yeah, we're going to put the sunshine on. we're in a sunshine mood, aren't we? Because it is so sunny. And actually, my husband, he was looking online last night, and he's been looking at these lazy spa things for quite some time, and they've actually all gone half price, and we're not going on holiday this year. So my husband decided to treat us to this lazy spa, basically because we're not going on holiday. Well, it's a half price as well. It's, you know, a lot cheaper than going on holiday, isn't it? So yeah, so it's not ready to get in yet. We filled it with water, but we didn't have the right treatment. We got a treatment, but we didn't have this starter kit. So he's just doing the starter kit thing. So hopefully by tomorrow I might be sitting in my lazy spa, which actually is going to help with the doll diaries, because I don't know if you've noticed here, a flamingo. I got this pack of cup holders on eBay, no not eBay, Amazon. You meant to put it on the water and put the cup in it, but I thought they make good floats for Barbie and flamingos. This is my crocheted flamingo. He's a Toft pattern, and I've made a number of Toft crochet patterns. Toft is a crochet and knit designer company, and it's actually the first one I ever made, but I've made loads since. But you might have spotted the eagle. It's gone. I don't say the eagle-eyed in you might have spotted that my flamingo has got a little floating flamingo. But yeah, but it might be some good photograph opportunities, mightn't it? In the water, that should be fun. And I have got a Barbie canoe as well, so that would be funny to use, wouldn't it? Actually, I've got another thing I'm going to show you. I've got about 20 minutes of video left, but this is a cup that I've got for cold drinks, and it is Barbie, but what you've got to do, I'm looking around, I'm looking for something. You've got to scratch the designs off, and it did come with a thing that you scratch it. Right, these came in those stationery kind of sets. One came with the cup, and I think one came with the pencil case, I think, or it came with one of the other sets. But I've got to dip these in water, so I am going to go and grab some water, and we're going to dip them, and we're going to see what happens. Right, I decided to get a pint of water because I thought you could see this really well. So I'm going to pop it in. I don't know if it's got to be warm water. This is cold water. Well, I can see something appearing on here, but I think it's facing me, so I don't... Let me try and twist it. It doesn't want to twist round for you to see. Can you see a design starting to pop up? I'll put this one in. This one looks white on one side and blue on the other. You can see it better than me this time. I can see a reflection. Oh, see all the blue? The blue is going into the glass. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see that. There's all like blue bits in here. I wonder if the water needs to be a little bit warmer. I've got blue on my fingers. Oh, parents beware if you're doing this with children. I don't want to get blue on my nice homemade dress, do I? I don't think anything else is going to come off there, but who knows? Can you see a rainbow and the Barbie logo and a heart? Well, there's two hearts. Yeah, I think this one needs longer. This one, the blue's coming off much better. It's the same design, look. I'm going to leave those sitting in there longer. I think more blue is going to come off, but that means I can't use it for scratching. But I have got this scratcher from, if you watched my last doll video, I've got this scratcher. So I'm going to try and scratch one of these. Oh. Well, I've scratched it, but and it's revealed a smiley face, but it actually looks like I've scratched some of the design off. It looks like I've scratched his face. I wonder if water removes it. No, maybe that's a bit too harsh. Let me try this one. Yes, use the one that came with it. It's not as harsh as the one that came with the stationery set. Ah, I'm just starting to do this one here. Look, and you see it looks like it's going to be a rainbow, but I've just done the cloud and it's got a little smiley face. I've just dipped this in the water, and I actually think the water does help it a little bit. It's actually revealing Barbie and Teresa. I've got bits all over me. Hopefully it doesn't stain. Right, I do need to give this a little bit of a wash. But now you can see all the pictures on it, look. But there's all this stuff that's come off on it. It's nice. I'm going to give it a wash. Wait there. Right, I'm back. Does it look any better? No, I think it needs a bit of warm water. Do you know what? I'm not going to do it now because I think this video's going on a bit. But I thought I'd show you. I've got my cup, by the way. I've washed it and I've put a drink in it. I've put some Pepsi Max in it with ice. So this will be nice, won't it, in the garden? We won't have to worry about bugs and things going in it. So that'll be nice. So refreshing in this heat. Now, I've been meaning to show you my fence. Now, this is what I made for the dolls, for like my doll displays, and it's much longer. I made it in parts, 3 parts this size, but the other pieces are starting to come up because my doll displays by a radiator, so I think it gets to the hot glue. But basically these are like jumbo lolly sticks. The height of them is, I think they're about just under 6 inches in height, and then I've got the little lolly sticks which are about 4.5 inches, I'd say, and I've just basically glued them in strips along the back. But what happened is the way they end, you can only put that many together at once because it ends perfectly for that many lolly sticks. And I made it 3 times, and it's great for the displays and things. But as I say, I'm not using it at the moment because my display is well, it's a tad outdoor, but it's a little bit more indoor looking now. And I've managed to order some more ink, so I will be able to do some background printing now, which is good, isn't it? And what else? Oh yes, so something else I showed you in this video, and I hadn't got one out. When I was moving things around last night to do my little display, actually watch this, that's a light. I can have a red light, green, what's that, blue, and off. It's pretty good, isn't it? So I had to move some dolls around, so I've got one of those magazine display folders out, and here it is. Yay, all day Barbie. It's brilliant, isn't it? So, and do you remember me saying to you, I think the dolls' heads will stick out the top. The dolls' heads are only sticking out the top here, but I've used all small dolls. I've used Skipper and Stacey size dolls in here, and Chelsea size dolls. So I've got Chelsea at the front. I've got Jackson and Jayla here at the front. I've got more Chelsea dolls sitting down there, and I've got the Stacey doll and 2 Skipper dolls in here. But yeah, I'm in a bit of a mess now because I have a few dolls under here, but I've kind of messed this up because I was doing this display. But yeah, this is where I might keep these magazine files with dolls in actually, and it might be quite useful when I'm speaking to you about dolls and things and I want to find one. They might be easy to find in my doll videos. So there's an idea, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know how happy I am with this video that I'm bringing you today. I do doubt myself sometimes when I throw these videos all together if they're interesting enough for you. But I hope there's something you've enjoyed seeing. I hope you might have had a few giggles with me, with things, mishaps and things, you know. But but there you go. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll leave you with a little bit of footage, maybe in here, and maybe other things that we've talked about today, and I will see you next time. And I think next time what I'm going, yeah, so what next time, what I might do with you, doll related. Where is it? I've lost it. Yeah, basically, do you know that thing I received during my truck video that I did? And I had the sticker on the box. I didn't get the sticker off all that successfully. I'll put a photograph on the screen for you to see. That's how bad it looked. But I've not opened it yet. So I'll open that and maybe something else sewing related that's to do with Barbie in my next video. Maybe we'll have a Barbie craft video next video. That would be an idea, wouldn't it? That would be a lot of fun. So thank you so much for joining me in this Doll Diaries. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.